I heard from a few people in the entertainment industry. Ice Cube sent me a text, and I thought that was very nice of him. And we were talking, and we were talking about the stuff with Jay-Z and Diddy and all this stuff. And he said, "Oh, this is about a much bigger picture. This is a wealth issue. This is a wealth transfer issue. It's not as if anybody's surprised about the crazy stuff going on in hip hop. They've known about this stuff. They knew about the Diddy parties. They probably went to some, but it's a matter of positioning things in a certain way where they can come get your money and they can come get your power. And if you're not smart enough to understand that, if you're not strategic about it, then yeah, you all the hard work you put in, all you was doing was collecting wealth for somebody else. That's it. You're collecting wealth for somebody else. So anyway, let me move on. I'm gonna move into another topic I kind of wanted to hit on today. Just a reminder: if you missed the financial slumber party, it was an absolute blast. I don't know how many of y'all were there last night. I bet some of y'all probably couldn't get up this morning because we got up. We were doing financial stuff and playing music and having fun. My wife came in from 11. I planned to go from like 11 Eastern to like 12:30 Eastern. We went from 11 Eastern to 2:30 a.m. and we just partied all night and it was a blast. And that's what I like. I used to think when I used to be in school, I would think of studying and partying as something you could do together. Like studying doesn't have to be boring. Partying doesn't have to be boring. Partying, going to did anybody notice like when maybe you were in college and everybody would go to the club and everybody would go to the parties and all they would do is just stand around and try to be seen or something and be bored to death. Like you can't have a conversation because the music's too damn loud. You're just standing there and you're seeing the same people you see every day and nothing interesting happens that night. That's very depressing for me. I was like, I'm not doing this goofy stuff. So to me, I think having fun should be done on terms that actually really works for you. And part of being I think a leader in life means do the stuff that works for you. Don't do stuff because everybody else is doing it. Do it because that's what you want. All right. So anyway, if you want to see the recording of the digital slumber party that we had last night, where we went through my training, stock market decoded, and we also brought in my wife, who's a licensed therapist and a full professor of social work, and she talked about financial psychology on a real deep level. We link trauma and how that affects your wealth. That if you went through bad stuff when you were a kid or bad economic relationships as a child, that's going to reflect itself in your life today. A lot of people don't have money because they don't have a money mindset. And they don't have a money mindset because that curse was given to them when they were a child and they never ever grew out of that. And if you want to grow out of that, she's a therapist. She helps people grow out of things all the time. So anyway, if you want to get a recording, you can go to financialslumberparty.com. That's financialslumberparty.com. Also, if you want to hear more from Dr. Alicia, pull out your phone and text the word love to the number 87948. So text love to 87948. Now, let me talk about something really quickly in terms of relationships. I saw something the other day where people were having a conversation about older men dating younger women. Now, I want to ask y'all a question really quick. Give me a yes or no. Do you think that it's okay when older men date younger women? Like, and then when I say that, let's say you're talking about say a 45-year-old and a 25-year-old, 20 years apart. Do you all think that that's okay if both people can consent to it, or do you think it's just like, oh hell no, that's just bad? It's pretty much unconditionally bad. Okay, I see some yeses and nos. Okay, Quinita and Elizabeth. All right, and all right, so yeah, so this is interesting, right? This is something that I was interested in terms of the conversation. I was also interested in it in terms of just sort of what might draw a younger person to an older man in the first place, right?